Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Emily's Upcycled Home. Please shop my items on Facebook Marketplace with the link in the description. Follow me on my business page for updates, reels, and new items. Like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget that notification bell for more DIY videos. On today's video, we're going to be working on some vignettes for fall in my home. And I'm just going to start here on my little coffee table. And I'm going to come in once again with my mirror. Now, I thrifted this mirror and I painted it up. But we're going to go ahead and use it as a tray. And I'm just going to wipe off the excess of whatever's thrown on there. And then I'm going to come in with these very distressed vintage books here. And I got these from Julie's Signs and Designs. I think I say this backwards, but you guys know what I'm talking about. I have the link to her site in my description, and she's only offering these for a while. So if you want to have your own, you can go ahead and check out her site to see if she has any more. But if you have these books and your vintage books and you want to get rid of that musty smell or help it, you can go ahead and put some dryer sheets between the pages to help absorb some of that odor from that musty little book smell of the vintage books. Now, I'm going to come in with this half of a candle, and it had the top part, but I just want to work with the bases today. And I'm going to go ahead and add that right next to the books. Now, I stacked two of those books right there next to the candle holder. And then I'm going to come in with this mustard colored candle, and this is from Hobby Lobby. And the candle holder base that I have there, I got that off of Marketplace. I'm not sure where they got it from. It might be a Hobby Lobby piece. It kind of looks similar to a Hobby Lobby item. And then I wanted a ring onto my candle base there. So I went ahead and got some of my favorite greenery, and I just taped the ends together to make a ring. Now I'm just moving these in places, it's just my little thing where I have to move everything a little bit over or not. And next we're going to come in with this little picture here. And I'm going to I added a little script tag just to make it a little bit more vintage and shabby chic a little bit coming in here. And that picture was thrifted, I believe. And then I'm going to come in with this little bouquet that I made with a velvet pumpkin, some mauve colored roses, well, one rose, and a little bit of this, I believe, pampas grass, if you want to call it. And notice the greens here are a little bit more muted. The tones are a little bit more muted. So I'm just going to come in and add that. And I wrapped a paper towel around the base just to hold it all together. And then I'm just fanning out some of the pampas grass there to fit into this. Now I'm going to work here on the bottom, and we're coming back in with some more of that greenery here. And I'm just going to try to work it to places so it kind of falls and cascades off the books and into the mirror there. And then to add some texture and color and, of course, our fall element, I'm going to come in with some pumpkins. This is a Hobby Lobby pumpkin. I'm going to come in with some bubble wrap here just to hold and rise that pumpkin to the angle that I want it. And I'm just going to put it against the glass and against that candle stand and angle it there a little bit. Now to add some wood elements here, I'm going to come in with this wood pumpkin. And this is also from Hobby Lobby. I think it came from, these little pumpkins come from those stems, and I just rip apart. I just cut off the pumpkins that I want. And I'm going to go ahead and add that in. And to bring some of that blue here, I'm going to put this little container in. Now I dropped it and the little feet fell off, but I'm going to have to come in with some better glue, sand the bottom, and add those feet back on. But I'll do that later. For now, we're just going to add this here, and we're going to bring in some of that blue. And you notice my rug has some blue too, so I'm kind of pulling in that blue here. And then we're going to come in with some of these succulents, I think called strings of pearls, I believe. And we're going to go ahead and add that into our container, and then bring in some of this rust color in, or kind of burnt orange here, I'm going to add that textured back with that little pumpkin into our container there. And lastly, we're going to come in with some baby's breath, and we're just going to tuck that behind the pumpkins. And this is my little romantic, rustic chic kind of decor here for my fallscape here. For our second vignette here, I'm going to work with this little tabletop that I have, or a shelf. And I already added this little peg hook here. And if you saw my thrifted items, you'll have seen that in there. And I just went over it with dark wax. And on the top of this little wall here, I have my clock. Now we're going to come back to this space here. And I'm not going to show you it all because I'm just working on the top. And the bottom is kind of messy there. But first of all, I'm going to come in with this little wreath here. And it's a candle ring, so it's flat on the back. And to pull in that tag again from our first vignette, I added that to our candle ring. And I'm just going to add that to one of these pegs here on the top. And that's going to be placed there. And we're going to work our way down to our shelf now. And I'm just going to leave that simple as is. And then we're going to come back down to our shelf. And then I'm going to come in and add these containers here. And now these little boxes, wicker baskets, I guess, with lids come from Amazon. And they're my catch-all pieces here. That way people throw all their junk into those baskets and leave the tabletop or shelf top here clear. And I have a second candle ring here that I'm going to place on top of these wicker baskets. And once again, the greenery is from Hobby Lobby. And then I'm going to come in with some of these textured pumpkins with that burnt orange and that white. And I'm just going to add those little pumpkins to the top here of our baskets and into the candle ring. Now I'm coming in with another one of those vintage book stacks here. Books, and I forgot to mention that she's only going to have those up for a certain amount of time. So if you guys want to go check out her site and look at it, I'll go ahead and have that link in the description. Now this is the one that I bought, and then the top one I thrifted, and it's the same kind of color. The pages aren't so pretty and distressed looking, but I'm just going to add that to the top to bring in a little bit more height. Then I'm going to come in with just this little white scallop picture, and I'm going to go ahead and add that to the top of the books. And then we're coming in with another bouquet with those mauve colored roses, baby's breath, a little bit of greenery, and I believe I might add a pumpkin into there as well. So I am bringing in similar colors and similar items here, but they're not identical pieces. And now I'm just going to add that little velvet pumpkin here to our little scalloped picture. And then to bring in that blue tone, I'm going to come in with another little picture here, and it has the blue florals on it. Now I had ordered 3 of these from Marketplace, but 2 of them came up so broken I couldn't repair them with some simple glue. And then I'm just going to add some baby's breath to that. And that little picture is done. Now coming back in with the second candle holder base. And remember, I took off the tops of these and I left them the thick base here. And I'm going to go ahead and come back in with that mustard color candle and my little handmade ring. And we're going to add that to the top there. Then layering up some more, we're going to come in with this greenery, and I'm trying to overlap it over the books, but that's just going to sit there the best I can possibly get it to sit there the way I want to. And then we're going to come in with a little bit more plastic wrap here, and then I'm going to add the other pumpkin, and I want it laid there too, so that's why I'm bringing, it's not plastic wrap, it's a bubble wrap. And then I'm just going to have that lean there. And hopefully it stays and people don't knock it off. And then I'm going to come in with more texture and bring in this mustard colored pumpkin and lay that there. And then to add in a little bit of that string of pearl here. We're just going to add the last little piece there. And then I have another little vintage book, and it's red, but I'm going to go ahead and add that to the top of the pumpkins here, just to add a little bit more texture and a little bit, I don't know, I just like it there, I guess. And here are the finished looks. Don't forget to leave me a comment. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.